and the middle people. I see them all over. They're great, and they can do the job. But we have to give them their power back. Where did he come from? All right. Thank you. Go home to mom, right? Go home to your mom. We're worried about their carbon content. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about think of it. It's an inflation tax. It's a new tax. I just thought of it in the plane coming up here. I never used that expression. We're joined today by Shanna Gray, who owns a vegan restaurant, supposed to be really good. I'm not into the vegan stuff, I must say, but I'm going to have to try this. When we come here in a short period of time into Milwaukee, we're going to come and try that vegan food. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but she had a big business. Crooked Joe Biden wants to raise taxes on top of that and raise business taxes, which will lead to the destruction of your jobs. And it's, you know what, ultimately it's just going to lead to the destruction of the country. We have so many negative forces on this country. Uncle Sam is right here. Look at him. You are perfect. This guy. The economy is crashing with the GOP growth plunging by more than 50%. We had the greatest economy in history. This is, everybody said, this isn't me, this is everybody. We have worked out too well. $1.2 trillion for their fake infrastructure. He got those numbers, and he tries to add them on. You call them, you know what they call them? Part-time. They call them fake numbers. They call them bounce-back numbers. You know, it's a bounce-back, automatic. If this young gentleman right in front of me were president, he'd have a bounce-back. They'd say, oh, they were just our numbers. It's an important thing to know. But a lot of the numbers on that just came out on immigration and on employment were illegal immigrants. Almost all of the numbers were from illegal immigrants. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? The illegal immigration that's being taken care of better than the people that have been in the country that are desperate for jobs. But when I'm in the White House, the Biden economic bust will quickly be replaced with the Trump economic boom. We're going to replace it. We'll replace it quick. When I left, because there's something in the air. Let's say I haven't changed, and you know what bugs me? When they say, we have two very unpopular candidates, Joe Biden, Donald Trump. They're very unpopular. He's unpopular. I'm not unpopular. I'm like at 94% approval in the Republican Party. I'm not unpopular. The fake news. Oh, I hate that. It's it's terrible. We have two very unpopular people running for our election. I'm not unpopular. I mean, look at the vote we're getting. We're winning virtually every state. We're winning every swing state. We're winning every national poll. We're winning. We're not unpopular. Biden came in and he approved it, the biggest deal ever done in Russia. And Putin once told me, he said, you know, if you're supposed to be like a guy, a nice guy, I'd hate like hell to see you as a bad guy. You have been brutal to... Think of ending the biggest economic development job, the biggest thing they've ever done is a pipeline going through all of Europe. I ended it. Biden comes in almost from the first day, he let it go forward. And then they say, Trump is easy on Russia. No, I was very tough in Russia. I got along with Putin very well. I got along with President Xi of China very well. Got along with Kim Jong-un of North Korea very well. And you know what? It's really... Take it easy. Work out too well. $1.2 trillion for their fake infrastructure. He had a package of infrastructure. You take a look at it. It's fake. It's fake and it's horrible. And then all of we're not unpopular. I'm unpopular in China. I'm unpopular in some other places where we've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in taxes and tariffs. No other president's taken in 10 cents. They're not, in love with me, but...
He's been glitching. He can't say basic words, and yet still they swallow it up. Does anybody know Do you get paid to turn up to one of these tremendous, I say, I can't do a Trump impression. Is there money in it? How come people have nothing better to do than listen to this? Well, you tell me. We've just taken some highlights. Like, past this, not even a straitjacket. This guy would get rejected by a straitjacket.
We're not unpopular. I'm unpopular in China. I'm unpopular in some other places where we've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in taxes and tariffs. No other president's taken in 10 cents. They're not, in love with me, but it was always the plan from the great legal experts of this country and even the world, but from the great legal experts to everybody, Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives. They wanted to get abortion out of the federal government. Everybody wanted that. That was uniform. Then about 10 years ago, people lost their way. They started talking about, how many months, what do you think, what do you do, what kind, where does it take place? And they forgot the original aim was to take abortion out of the federal government and move it into the individual states and let the people decide. And we were able to do that. After 53 years, we were able to do that. And now you'll see it. It's rather, generally, look, some people will be very happy. Some people won't be as happy. But time will make this. It's really been incredible. And so this committee destroyed everything. Remember the person that said, I attacked a Secret Service agent in the front of the car. It's not my deal. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Remember that? Somehow I was the king. It worked. I won't go over most of them because many of them are friends of mine now. I can't really bring them back. I bring back bad memories. But the nicknames are good. What do you like better? Crooked Joe or Sleepy Joe? They're both accurate. What do you like better? He says criminal. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, ready? We'll go Sleepy and then what? Wait. You applaud if you like it. We'll go Sleepy first and then Sleepy Joe. Crooked Joe. That Crooked Joe is a bad guy. Higher than they've ever been. But no, higher than they've ever been. But when that happened, I was not that tough on Biden. I felt he was a grossly incompetent person. I felt he was a very corrupt person. But I wouldn't go around and say what I say now. Once I got indicted the first time, I got indicted 4 times. Think of it. 4 times for nothing. They say J6. J6. Nancy Pelosi didn't call in the police. I said, I will send you 10,000 soldiers. She didn't want them. And the mayor of Washington, in writing, didn't want them. And by the way, the hoax committee that they set up, I call it the Unselect Committee. It's I always like that term, the Unselect. But the Unselect Committee damaged and threw out all of the evidence. Did you know that? And nobody does anything. Nobody does anything. If a Republican did that, they'd get the electric chair. They destroyed the evidence. They deleted everything. So now all of those people that said, yeah, Trump wanted to give 10,000, like the head of the police department, the head of the military, it's all been damaged, deleted, and destroyed. Now think of that. And you don't even read about that story. They destroyed it. The chairman of the committee, this real lowlife, we have to go after Donald Trump. He destroyed all the evidence. He actually destroyed it and deleted everything. If you're in a regular civil court case and if you get rid of stuff, they take very serious umbrage at that. You go to jail for things like that. And this committee destroyed everything. Remember the person that said, I attacked a Secret Service agent in the front of the car. It's not my deal. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Remember that? And these are tough guys. These Secret Service guys, I hate to admit it, they're slightly younger than me. Just slightly. It's very hard because, you also have metal bars and a couple of things you have to get through. No, but didn't she say something like, I grabbed the guy at the wheel and grabbed...
He's nervous.
What'd you do?
On Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, Donald Trump entered a Manhattan courtroom and pled not guilty to 34 crimes.
Squash it.
Fucking movie star. You're a fucking movie star.
Said tick, tick, tick.